Enforcing mobile security policies, we need to first define what conditions need to be broken. These are our rules. If our end user breaks rules on their devices, then they're going to have a consequence. And this way, the AirWatch engine can monitor the security of our devices without you as an administrator constantly checking up on each device that's enrolled. So you can see a list of rules here. It depends on the platform, Windows, iOS, Android. They're all going to have different capabilities based on the application programming interfaces that the manufacturer has given us access. After we define our rules, we need to have a escalation. So what happens next? We say that an application should, if found on the device, then this consequence happens. So if I want to say that the Facebook application should be blocked from this device, I can add it as an application. And I can say block this application from the device. And the way that happens is we have a consequence if the app is found. So that consequence could be that, well, maybe the user gets off easy and they have a notification. An escalation could be 2 days later, still on the device, you didn't listen to our notification, let's go ahead and block an asset, such as email. Or we could install a compliance profile. A compliance profile would be, hey, let's actually create a profile that is a consequence, such as blocking their camera because we found an unauthorized camera app on their device, something like that. When they remove the offending application or fix the issue, then their camera comes back on. So we have a lot of leeway here with the escalations. We can give them a certain amount of days, and these days build upon each other. So you can see here, day 1, we have a consequence in an email. After 5 days, we send an email to the administrator instead of the user. We could even go as far as just removing that device from AirWatch and performing an enterprise wipe. We have 2 different types of wipes. Again, remember, enterprise wipe removes the device from our AirWatch environment, and then we have a device wipe, which removes all information from the device itself. It's like a factory reset. So we're not doing a factory reset, but we can do an enterprise wipe. Just get that device out of AirWatch. They are welcome to re-enroll it after they fix the issue. All right, so how do we assign a compliance policy? Again, remember, we use smart groups or assignment groups. A smart group targets a user or device. An assignment group targets the organization group, such as sales or IT ops. And you can just say, you know what, our whole sales team should have their own compliance policy. If they violate an issue, they'll all have the same consequence here. So as a review, what are some examples for compliance rules that can be established through the AirWatch console? So remember, these are platform specific. It could be an application, it could be a password not on the device, it could be that encryption was not found, it could be that the device is not seen in the console, meaning the user's just keeping their network off. It can be a large amount of things. So my suggestion, go through all the compliance policies for the platforms that you plan on supporting, and then you'll know the capability. So if an employee has enrolled a device which is not encrypted, the AirWatch administrator would like to send an email to the employee immediately and then enterprise wipe the device after 24 hours of continued noncompliance. How would the administrator meet the requirement using the compliance engine? Basically just what we talked about. You're first going to have a set of rules that the user needs to abide by, and if they break it, we'll create a series of carrot and stick approaches. We'll start off slow, like maybe an email, and then escalate all the way to blocking certain assets or maybe even removing the device from AirWatch.